Hello, land of Bitcoin YouTube. It would appear, looking at the Bitcoin greed and fear index, that there's a lot of scared people out there. That's about as lowest as I've seen it. I've been watching Bitcoin for about 5 months. I don't recall, I haven't really been watching this exactly, but 20 is pretty low. I don't know if I've seen it that low. So I made a video a while back talking about this. So usually when we're in the 80s and 90s and extreme greed, the Bitcoin takes a dump, has a correction, and usually when it's extreme fear like this, what happens? It's going to pump. Okay, so that's just one. That's just one thing. Lots of people are saying it's a bear market and this is a P cycle top and cycle top, and that's just not happening, man. It's just not happening. I'm gonna show you why here. I've been watching this close. Way back here at 45,000, when this wick down here, it was obvious that that was a great support level. We actually did break through it just a touch, but 45,000 to 47,000. 45,000 to 47,000 is going to be really hard for Bitcoin to go below. I've said many times, if you've watched my videos, that down here there's billionaires and institutions, big time investors, the kind of people that don't like to sell for losses. So unless they sold up here, right? Unless they're selling up here, which is unlikely, why would they sell, in the 50,000s, 60,000s and pay, what do they pay, 50% taxes? Because this has been all been done in the last 6 months, at this level. So they'd have to pay taxes. It's just not something they do. So down here is like a big molten lava. I've said it's like molten lava, just lava. I've compared it to, there's a leviathan down here. There's a bunch of whales. It's just a leviathan. I'm surprised that it actually went down to 45,000. I didn't think we were going to go under 50,000, but from 45 to 47,000 is this massive support. And there's this channel called the Bitcoin Family. This is Didi Hayato. I may have pronounced his last name wrong. If you want to subscribe to the Bitcoin Family, I really don't watch a whole lot of videos anymore until we get into like crunch time. And this Didi, he eats, sleeps, lives Bitcoin. That's his life. He is a hardcore Bitcoiner. And what he's got here, I'm just going to he gets really good information. You probably have to pay a lot of money to get this kind of information, but this is the kind of info that the big boys use. And see these yellow lines here. This is 47,000 here. At about 47,200, see these yellow lines horizontal. These are buy orders. There's these massive buy orders set in here. This is Bitcoin, right? This is all buy orders. It's starting at about 47,200 or so, all the way down to this is 46,000. So from 47,200 to 46,000, this just exactly says exactly what I've been saying for the last what's it been, 3 months or so. I have personally watched Bitcoin every day pretty much, and I have been watching the price action, and I know for a fact that 45 to 47,000 is extremely strong support. So anyone out there trying to scare you, saying it's going to go down to 39,000, 42,000, 39,000, 17,000, that's not happening, man. Because these real hardcore investors, billionaires, institutions, there's a lot of FUD out there right now, thanks to Elon Musk. But don't be fooled. Dogecoin is a wonderful currency. I really like Dogecoin a lot. But Dogecoin and Bitcoin are different things. Bitcoin isn't popular because of its use as a currency. Bitcoin's popular because it's a store of value. And Bitcoin, one of these days, in the next few months is going to go on a run up. It's going to go something like this. It's just Bitcoin. Bitcoin is powerful. Bitcoin is the king of cryptocurrencies. It's technically Bitcoin is a crypto asset. Dogecoin is probably Satoshi's vision. I don't want to get off the track too far, but so I mean, what's the saying in Bitcoin, right? They tell people have fun staying poor. Well, that's is that really Satoshi's vision? The Bitcoiners, they used to be like the little underdogs, bark, we're going to get you have fun staying poor. But now that it's actually coming true, there's going to be a point where they're like elitist, right? They're going to be the richest 1% in Bitcoin terms, and 99% of no coiners, they're not going to have any Bitcoin, And so there's a point, right, where have fun staying poor. That's not cool to tell people, right? Once you're actually in elite status and you're looking down at poor people, have fun staying poor. You see how that starts to change? See how that's really derogatory? That's not what Bitcoin was ever intended for. Bitcoin wasn't intended for YouTubers to tell people to stay poor, have fun staying poor. It's so Dogecoin. I don't want to get too far off the track here, but Dogecoin is looking like the people's currency, but that's because it's cheap and it's got a huge supply. But that doesn't take away from Bitcoin. There's FUD out there. Bitcoin is wonderful. Bitcoin, in my opinion, is gonna just pump. This is a setup for a pump. It's looking like a double bottom. See this here? See this? And see this guy? See those two? This thing never stops writing when I want to. See that? Both these popping off 47,000 basically. Double bottom. Bitcoin likes to double bottom and pump. I do believe there's a pump coming, but it's not, it could take another couple weeks, month or two. But it's I wouldn't be surprised if we get up into the 50,000s here pretty quick, and then kind of just keep doing this. I've been saying in my last videos, we're just going to kind of do this, but there's going to come a time where the people take the profits out of the altcoins and they're going to pump them into Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to go like that. I mean, it's not going to, of course, look like a straight line, but it's going to do that, right, at some point. But I would subscribe if you ever get scared. This DD guy on the Bitcoin Family channel, he's a good guy to go to in crunch time if you ever feel scared about Bitcoin.
Exactly why we're not going below that area. There's a lot of green over there, and that is why we are holding.
See, so that's a wonderful graphic. I that probably costs a lot of money to get that kind of stuff, but I just I take a lot of information from other good YouTubers. That just says that right there, that proves it, right? About 47,200 down to, looks like about 45,900. Just all those green horizontal lines are buy orders. Buy. So if Bitcoin were to try to go down through there, right? If Bitcoin were to come down, try to break down through here, I mean, all those buy orders, people buying Bitcoin. So, I mean, something terrible would have to happen, right? All those institutions that were buying in at 45,000, 47,000, the Leviathan, the big lava pool down here, all those people, all those people would have to sell. It doesn't make sense, right? All these green orders to buy at this specific level, 45,000 to 47,000. It's actually about 46 to 47 too. There's buy levels. There's buy orders here, 47,300, 47,400, all the way up to 48,000. See this? See all those green, yellowy green bars? That's and this. I was just talking about the big grouping of them, but that's technically. I mean, look at that. There's they're up to almost 48,000. So it's about 46 to 48,000. So I could probably move my lines up 1,000, but it's in that ballpark, right? It's massive support. Anyone telling you there's doom and gloom coming, it's just they're not paying attention. They might just be screwing with your head intentionally. People have reasons to do that, right? It's good for views, right? Get lots of views, scaring people. Maybe they're putting shorts out right now at 49,600 just so they can short it down to, catch a wick down to 45,000. That happens, right? FUD goes both ways. People, there's ulterior motives, but I just want to reinforce this area, 45,000 to 47,000. This is extremely hard to go under. For Bitcoin to blast through here and absorb all those buy orders, massive buy orders, and still keep going down, that means that not only those buy orders would get absorbed, but someone down here would be, institutions would be selling out for losses. Hardcore investors would have to sell for losses, and that's not what they do, right? And if they were in a little profit and they sold down here, then they're going to sell, 30, 50% in Texas because all this buying's been done in the last 4 months, let alone 12 months, right? You got to hold capital gains 12 months, it's lower. So, just there's there's nothing wrong with Bitcoin. I am surprised that it's where it's at, but a lot of this is foolish leverage traders just getting wiped out. All these big long red. It's just billions and billions and billions, and then you get Carl Sagan in here because it's literally billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. People just getting wiped out. Long trades, but that's another story. Liquidated and panic selling. In my opinion, it's just nearly impossible for Bitcoin to go and start closing candles, 4-hour candles and above, below 45,000, barring a black swan or some catastrophic event where investors decide to sell for loss and sell their little profits and get taxed, and all the institutions that have been buying, and just rich people have just been accumulating Bitcoin, and something would have to happen for them to say, I'm selling, right? So all those people are well aware that Bitcoin is not a currency like Dogecoin, and we don't want Bitcoin to be Doge. We don't want Bitcoin to be that. We want Bitcoin to be the store of value, gold. Bitcoin's gold, right? Gold. We don't use gold as a currency. But anyways, blah blah blah. I hope you enjoyed this, and as always, thanks for watching.